Guys, it's the 5th of Jan. It's the second trading day of 2026. It's a super tiny green day for me, but I'm grateful nonetheless. Green is green. But I cannot help but feel frustrated of how I was super patient on one end of the spectrum and pretty much talked myself out of a really good trade on ticker SIDU, which I will get to it in a bit. And on the other hand of the spectrum, I just ate into a trade without even checking if a stock had news or not, and just completely fumbled on that trade and just left way too much money on the table than I should have. It's best explained when I show it to you. So let's jump into my interactive broker screen and let me show you what I did. So, guys, we're on my interactive broker screen. The first ticker I want to talk to you about is SIDU. So, the day being, it's a aerospace and defense stock. So, it's been on a bit of a tear, going from almost a dollar on 22nd December 2025 and almost touching about $6 today, 583 to be precise. So, let me pull this up on a 5-minute chart. So, this thing closed at about $4.60 on the 2nd of Jan on Friday, gaps up on no major news specific. I mean, like I said, they have been involved in some defense contract, but it gapped up on continuation from last week. Goes up to 583. So I mean, this thing is at 4:25 a.m. I'm in Dubai, so it's about 1:30 p.m. for me. Obviously, I have been up for a decent chunk of the day. I kept watching it. I'm like, you know what? This thing is super grindy. There's not too much volume. 80,000 on a 5-minute chart, not much for me. 80,000 shares. So I told myself I look at this at the open. But something happened before the open. That's the stock I traded, which was SMXT. Market opened at 9:30. It finally broke $5 here. I did not touch it. So in my head, I have the story that this thing will probably try and retest 530 or 550, and then I'll short it then. It never, it never got there, and I just kept watching it uh, pretty much dismantle, for a better lack of terms. Went down to 390. Whole day. Watched it from literally 4 a.m. New York time until the open at 9:30 and did not pull the trigger. So frustrating, guys. But we move on to something I did trade, and that was ticker SMXT. Let me put this on a 1-minute chart for better clarity. So this thing happened. This happened at literally at 9 a.m. today, 5th of Jan. I wasn't sure when this move happened here if there was news on this company or not, because there were so many stocks, penny stocks, like sub $1 stocks that were going up close to a dollar and then pulling back. And I saw this, and I wait a second, and there were shares available to short because it was a slightly higher float stock. Let me quickly check SMXT. Yeah, so this thing has about 40 million share stock, 40 million float. So I short this here and then I average up here. By this time, so at this point, I don't know if there was news, but apparently there was news on this company. Let me just pull up the news as well. So there was this news that it won some 158 million EPC contract. So this thing happened at 9 a.m. But I did not see the news until this candle here about 9:02. So on one hand, you have SIDU, okay, that I haven't touched literally for 5 hours. And I was in this case, in SMXT's case, I didn't even wait 3 minutes to see if this stock has news or not. So thankfully I just take a starter, add here, cover here. This time the VWAP was obviously developing. This thing goes up to 145. I did not touch it. It retests, I think, about 140. Wasn't able to break 140. And your boy here does not even touch it again. It's days like these, guys. I mean, I have those days. If you've been following my journey, you know I've had some really, really big $30,000 red days. I've had $15,000 red days. And then there are days like these where I can make a decent chunk of money. I could have easily, if nothing else, made this like a $200 green day on this particular stock. But we live and learn, guys. We live and learn. I'm sure it's not the last time I'm going to make this mistake, but I really hope I'm able to show patience when it's required. In this case, when this talk, at least check if you know that there have been times when my new scanner here, if there is a bit of a lag in pulling up the news, and in the and SIDU on the other hand, where I just keep watching it for literally for 5 hours and do nothing on it. There were so many times, and there's so many. I mean, this thing barely stayed. Oh, was sorry. Oh, that's the 1 minute. Let me put the 5 minute. This thing barely after this move over 580. This thing was under VWAP the entire time. Kept rejecting any attempt to pretty much break a previous high. Let me even put this on a 15 minute. Any chance of pretty much going higher than the previous candle here, it kept rejecting. But I kept talking myself out of the trade. I wanted to rip, get a better risk to reward, but obviously it was all in my head. So that's it for me, guys. Guys, and just a quick one. If you're new to my channel here, guys, my name's Cannon. I'm a day trader based in Dubai. I trade small and mid cap stocks in the US market. I started trading in August 2023. Let me quickly pull up my not so green story so far. So in my first year, so again, August 2023 is when I started trading. Lost about $38,000 in 5 months in August 2023. 2024 was also another red year for me, 30 grand here, but I was able to turn the tide a bit in my favor in 2025, and I finished with about $14,000. And I started this channel about a year ago in Feb 2025 to document my journey on my way back to profitability, hopefully sooner than later. So, guys, welcome if you're new here, guys. That's all for today, guys. It's just the second day of the year, first day of the week. We still have a decent chunk of the week left, and I will keep you posted on how the week goes.